What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nerd Media. And yesterday I posted a few videos talking about Spider-Man being in Doomsday and just some updates that we got on Spider-Man Brand New Day. And in this video today, I want to discuss what I think all of these new villain reveals and filming locations and just info that we have on Spider-Man Brand New Day right now could mean for the story of the film, because that is something that a lot of people, including myself, are very curious and concerned to hear about, but we're also getting the pieces and slowly putting them together, and I think we have the clearest image that we've ever had right now, and it gets me pretty excited. So with all that being said, if you're new to the channel, I'm Nerd Media. I talk about movies, TV shows, and comic books all the time on the channel. Today we're talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day, but that's not the only thing we're talking about, because we got The Last of Us season finale coming up this week. We got Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning coming, Lilo and Stitch, Superman, a crazy summer full of a bunch of great films and TV shows releasing, and we're going to be talking about all of it on this channel. So if you're into all of that, subscribe, like the video, and sit back, relax, and let's enjoy the video. So yeah, yesterday it was revealed at a Disney toy panel where they show off merchandise that they're going to be selling for their upcoming films, that we are going to be seeing Tombstone, Scorpion, and Boomerang in Spider-Man Brand New Day, with also the hidden speculation of us possibly getting Mr. Negative in the film, which has been heavily alluded to through the title being Brand New Day and Mr. Negative being in that story, and just a bunch of different things that we have heard online over the past few weeks of reports. And you know, really with all these villains, it definitely made me sit back and be a little bit concerned for a second about this, and a part of me definitely still is, even while I'm talking about this, because I really don't want to have another Spider-Man 3 or Amazing Spider-Man 2 where we have so many villains in one film where it's just way too jam-packed. And these are pretty big villains like Scorpion and Tombstone and Mr. Negative, not so much Boomerang, but you have 4 villains in there that are already a part of the comics that have played key roles in certain issues. So it definitely makes me worried that we would be seeing like another crammed in story with all these villains. But then I started watching more videos about it and people talking about it, and a lot of people brought up the speculation of what if it's a gang war where we have a gang with the Scorpion, a gang with Tombstone, a Mr. Negative's gang, and just maybe we see Boomerang as like an opening scene villain, and we just have Spider-Man dealing with a gang war with all these different villains. I gotta say, I'm still a little bit iffy on that. I think I'd have to see it executed through a trailer or something, but that still is very exciting because it still is keeping the street level thing that we want. It shows Spider-Man dealing with an actual street level story of a bunch of gang wars, and that would be so much fun because we not only have been exposed to Spider-Man doing gang wars in the comics, but we have been exposed to him doing it in the PlayStation game, which I think is probably where a lot of people, including myself, really get that reference from, is like the Tombstone gang that Spider-Man has to go take down in the game. If you guys have played it like I have and like everybody else has, you would know that is one of the DLCs, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, that's a great storyline, and I feel like they could adapt that in a very epic kind of way in Spider-Man Brand New Day. But at the same time, I really hope that some of this is false, and that I really just want it to be one singular villain. I don't want it to be multiple different ones. This is still going to have to be something that I sit back and think about, and I'm probably really not going to form an opinion on this until we actually see a trailer for it or just set photos. And even at the same time, I don't know if I 100% believe that these characters are actually going to be in the film, because sometimes Disney sells merchandise for characters and they attach it to a movie line and they're not even in the movie. Like, that has happened before with a lot of MCU films especially, and I really do feel like that could be the case here, but I'm also not quite sure. Like, if we have Boomerang in the film and then Mr. Negative be the main villain, I'm totally okay with that, but I still have to sit back and think about having all these villains in one film if it's going to be true. And if it is true, there are definitely many ways that you can make it work. Like I said, you could do the gang war, but again, I just don't know if I would totally be sold on that. I am really, really praying that this is going to be a great film, because this movie, like I've said so many times in every single Spider-Man Brand New Day video I have made, this has the potential to be the best Spider-Man story told in live action, and I full-heartedly believe that it could do that, and that it's looking like it may actually do that, because there were certain terms that Destin Daniel Cretton had to signing onto this film, and one of them was that it could be a street level story. So the fact that he's here, it clearly means that that's what we're getting, and that's already checked off. But now I'm just curious about the villains and everything, because like I said a few minutes ago, still not sold on the fact that these are all going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's not officially confirmed they're in the movie. They could just be part of a merchandise line. Not 100% sure about it though. I mean, it does seem pretty likely, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I personally am very, very interested and curious and excited to see what we're gonna get. And this is the one movie where I genuinely want to see 1 or 2 set photos that reveal some part of the story, because I just want to go in, I want to watch it, and I don't want to be concerned going into this movie. I mean, if I have to go into the movie being concerned and I come out absolutely loving it, then that's how it's gonna have to be. But I mean, for now, it's looking like we're getting a street-level Peter Parker story taking place after the events of No Way Home, seeing him going into college, and possibly seeing him deal with some real street-level story stuff that I am very excited about. So I would love to hear from you guys and what your opinion is in the comments down below. Do you think that all these villains in one could be crammed? Like, do you think all these villains are going to be crammed into the film? Do you think that it could be another case of having too many villains in a Spider-Man movie? And do you think it's too much for an essential reset for Peter's character? But are you excited for the film, and are you just genuinely looking forward to it like I am? Let me know in the comments down below. If you stuck around the video this long, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. It seriously means a lot. And with all that being said, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.